Hey, this is Mike from Junkion Crafts and Builds, and this is a video that's kind of a month behind, but I got caught up with some other stuff here with the channel and getting some other products out, plus just life in and of itself. But this video is kind of like my reaction or talk through the Maryland Toy Expo that happened back on June 8th. So, like I said, I'm a little behind. But I have a series of videos that I took during the expo throughout the day. And I just want to talk about them a little bit, kind of give you my thoughts while it was going around, and some of the people I met, and yeah. So let's just go ahead and get right into it, okay? So right outside the entrance was Eternia Dreams Toys and Collectibles. So I definitely wanted to check them out because they're a mobile toy store. So I kind of went over and talked to Alan. Up here is Eternia Dreams, man. This is the mobile toy store. This is just a really awesome setup here. There's some really cool stuff going on. So let's just kind of walk inside real quick. Alan?
Hey, man.
Mike from Junkion Crafts and Builds, man.
Thank you.
What can you tell me about Eternia Dreams, man?
Well, we usually are inside one of the buildings, but we wanted a little bit bigger setup, and we built the mobile toy store. We just wanted to kind of change something up. This was a perfect opportunity to show other shops like what other options are for getting yourself out there. And then we want to collaborate, do this all over the country with other shops, and make a weekend event out of it. So this is a tester. Here we are.
Now the cool part is he gave me a tour inside the mobile store and gave me an idea of like all the products he has, which was a mix of vintage stuff as well as current release items. As you can see here, you know, we did a lot of things between Mythic Legions, X-Men, I mean Marvel Legends, McFarlane, you name it, he had something there for it. Funko Pops. Really proud of what he's been doing, especially his YouTube channel, which he has going on throughout the day inside the store. He's from Westminster, Maryland, so I definitely want to try to go to his brick and mortar store and kind of do a walkthrough and see what's going on. Hopefully meet up with Alan again and maybe show off this store again. Eternia Dreams. So fans, here you go, Chad. Is there anything you need?
You're going to get 20% off.
There you go.
Anything in the booth, 20% off anything over 100.
So once I got inside, I went right to the Four Horsemen booth. Now this is the first time that the Four Horsemen were there at the Maryland Toy Expo. And we'll talk to the coordinator of the Toy Expo later on, and he'll kind of explain how he was able to get the Four Horsemen to come down to the show. So it was really cool. Again, they had a lot of preview items. At the time, the latest pre-orders, which is Ashes of Agnabar. Guys, correct me for my horrible reciting of what the name of the pre-orders are. But it was really cool seeing those products there in the prototype form to get an idea of what you could possibly pre-order. And they had a lot of the existing Cosmic Legions as well as regular Legions figures. They didn't have the latest release from Cosmic Legions Book 2 because that street release date was 2 or 3 days away from the expo. So Lenny and Nate were not able to bring any out for purchase, which sucks because that was one of the things I wanted to see. But still, they had a lot of product there. It was busy from the time I got in till the time I left the expo. People were just buying up product. They sold out of a lot of stuff. It was really cool. So like I said, I was going back through the line a couple times, and obviously I went back to the Legions booth. And this time there was a brief slowdown, so to speak. So I had a chance to talk to Lenny from Wolf King Customs and Nate Strong, one of the hosts of the Legions Lounge. I had a chance to talk to them, I should say, and really just, you know, go through their love of Legions. So just check out the interview. Hey, this is Mike from Junkion Crafts and Builds, and we have the Four Horsemen and Wolf King Customs here at the Maryland Toy Expo. We have Nate.
Hello, everybody.
And Len from Wolf King Customs.
Hello, everybody.
How you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
It's been an exciting morning.
Yeah.
As you say, we're only
We're not even past early bird yet.
Yeah, and everybody coming through the line has been either a longtime fan and super excited, and then the faces on people who have never seen this before, and it's blowing their minds. Like, that's cool for us to still see that enthusiasm.
Mark Ryan, who runs the show, is a long-time fan of Legions and just the whole customs thing. Big time custom fan. He's a huge fan of Nate's art and really is into it and buys a lot of customs and gets work done by him. And because Mark's a friend, he's asked us to do this show for a while, and it was the 2024 priority for us. And we really just pushed with the studio to make this happen, and he really reached out and made accommodations for us to be able to come here. And if it wasn't for Mark and how awesome a guy he is, we wouldn't be here. But we're here and we love it. This is a great show. It's a big show.
It's not just his love of Legions, but his love of the toy community. He's at every show that I've ever been to, and to see that kind of enthusiasm, it's we got to be part of what you do. I mean, I think with Necro, the Trapiculi, I'm super psyched about, just because of the new length of bones. It's going to really open up some options for me to toy with. But when you said, aside from everything, for me, the all-in on every wave is really that's the art piece. When you stick the diversity on a shelf and just look at that piece as they envisioned it as a wave, that is the art piece. It's not just one figure for me. It's always
absolutely. And building on what you just said, I'm the same way. I'm excited for what they're going to show at G-Con, because the G-Con wave is usually the pinnacle of that art piece. Everything cohesive, everything beautiful. It just shows that Eric Treadaway beautiful mind of creation. And I think this year, being the anniversary year, it's going to be insane. I think what we're going to see at G-Con in November is going to be amazing. Amazing.
I'm super psyched about that Centaur too. I know that there are mixed feelings about this Centaur, but the colors on that are gorgeous. The saddle choice is hilarious. And I like to do weird things with the Centaurs anyway, so I'm psyched to tear it apart and make some more weird things.
Yeah, the colors on the Centaur in person, we got to see it last night in our room, but man, the colors are gorgeous. The metallics of the blue on the not saddle pieces are just stunning, right? I love them. I think I was a little lukewarm on it, but in person it's phenomenal. Well, Wolf King Customs has been around for over 4 years. We're I hate using the word pioneers in the 3D parts specific to Legion's world, but we kind of were. We're artist-driven, artist-based, meaning we work with a lot of artists that are within the community doing commission work for them, as far as, we basically sell on the website their sculpts. They get a proceed of every piece that we sell. So it's a team with Emil Wickman, Stephen Bishotti, Walter DeMarco, Gianluca. There's a lot of people we work with that do some original stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that comes off of concepts of people like Nate that will come and be like, what about this? And then we'll work with an artist to do something really cool. And you guys can't see it, but behind us is all the Wolf King stuff, and it's
oh, I was going to see if Jessie was around, and we're going to rotate.
Jesse's right here.
Right.
So Jessie is the steward of Wolf King when we do these events.
Hi, Jessie.
And Jessie is taking over for me when we do these shows, and he's working with me as an employee. I hate using the word because we're partners, but he's taking over as an employee, and he's doing phenomenal. And if you want to talk to the man, who will walk you through the booth.
I think that's what we're going to do next. So thank you guys
everybody.
so much. I hope you have a great show, and so far, it's been successful. And
thank you.
So, and please pass on to the team. Come back often.
Oh, we will.
So for the second part of the interview, we have Jessie for Wolf King Customs. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me and showing me what you guys have here.
Sure. Well, welcome to the Wolf King table. We'll start back here with two of our newest artists that we've added to the stable of creatives. This section over here is from Brian C., aka CB Mate.
Okay.
So he does a lot of like aquatic stuff and animals and knights. He's got some very historical looking things here. And then Mark Rivera of Mark Star Media got some features over here. We're really excited to have both of them on board. Big hit so far here at Maryland Toy Expo is the crab body that Brian did. You can get a shot in here. We've got a full custom one.
Oh, absolutely.
Right there. So you can put in 4 arms and you put it on skeleton legs or dwarf legs or whatever, however you want to do it. Use those Sphexian hands from the Cosmic to give those kind of crab claw looks. You can have a lot of fun customizing that. And then we have just a lot of displays from various artists. Myself, Jordan, Wholesome Warlock has got some here. Steve Bisciotti from Steve's Toys and Customs. Curtis Ackerman from Art by Ackerman. Nathaniel Armstrong, Patrick Boyle, David Williams, all sorts of stuff. And then we got more of some of the newer Wolf King heads in here. All sorts of accessories. I started helping Len last year at ZoloCon. So I've been with him a little over a year, but like really on board just a couple of months. So, but I've been customizing and stuff for a couple of years. So yeah, he takes some suggestions from us for custom sculpts. Some of them are just from different artists that just do sculpts. So the designs come from a lot of different places. And then everybody that paints, whether they're on the team or just in the community, have such unique different ways to interpret like the exact same head. They'll do completely different, and it'll completely transform the character. And it's just really cool to see what people come up with.
Because I think that's one of the main things, as you were saying, is a collaboration. You're showing all the creativity. Not everything's for sale, but you have the opportunity to buy stuff and make some of the things your own and then show that to you guys, right?
Yeah. And if you like this sort of atmosphere, if you get a chance to come to Legions Con, not to promote another show, but if you like this atmosphere, that's what that whole show is about. But it's really cool to get to be here at Maryland. I love when we get to go to shows that we've not been to before as Wolf King or the Horsemen table, to get to interact, especially when we do the street team with Wolf King. It's like that perfect, like, go get some figures of Horsemen, then come through here and see what you can elaborate and play with. So
Awesome.
So we got Wolf_King_Customs on Instagram. There's the Wolf Den on Facebook, is the dedicated creator community for the Wolf King Customs on there. And then there's WolfKingCustoms.com website, which is the shop. And they're an approved retailer, so they also sell Horseman figures through there. They've got pre-orders up. So those are the big main ones for online interaction.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. So while I was there, I got to run into another YouTuber in the Maryland area, and that was Unboxing Art. So here's my chance to talk to him and enjoy it. Unboxing Art, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Lots of stuff. First time being here. Lots of stuff, and the prices are all over the place. Some people asking reasonable prices, some people just asking ridiculous prices.
Anything that piques your interest right off the bat?
Nothing yet. Just sort of waiting for something to catch my eye with that proper price, and then you surprised me with a birthday present as well. So, and I do appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but no, man, this place is pretty cool, and it's awesome to see you come over here too. So we're going to basically walk around, finish this up, and we're going to head over to the 4H building and then check out some Savage Crucible stuff over there.
So it was really cool to see Unboxing Art there at the expo and get a chance to talk to him. And dude, I was so happy to give you a birthday gift on that day. I hope you do enjoy it, and we definitely need to collaborate on something here soon. So thanks again. And if you haven't checked out Unboxing Art's YouTube channel, it is going to be right up here. So like everyone else, I was definitely walking through and checking out all the booths. A lot of vintage stuff, a lot of really cool toys, including this 12-inch Hulk that was designed by Bobby Valla. I didn't get a chance to pick it up. By the time I took another loop around, it was gone. But it was just really cool to see all these different toys from all these different brands and everything else just kind of there. You had statues, all sorts of stuff. I mean, you name it, there was a toy there. There was a lot of stuff I remember seeing when I was a kid, and actually had some old board games. cutout stuff. It was just really cool. It's nice to kind of go walk through these booths and see things that you're like, oh my God, I remember having that as a kid, and it was lost in time now. So it was really cool. I truly enjoyed it. Some of the prices, like Unboxing Art was saying, were pretty reasonable. I mean, here's some, current Street Fighter stuff. Here's some X-Men figures, pretty much within the price range of what you expect. And just walking around. A lot of Star Wars stuff, a lot of figures that you kind of saw at Ollie's for $5 to $7 are now showing up here. Plus some really cool stuff like this HasLab Razor Crest from the Mandalorian. Prices were prices with them. But like I said, going through and seeing all like the loose figures, going through the bins and seeing what was around, really cool. I should have picked up another flight pod, but I already have plenty as it is. But it was really cool. I mean, like I said, going through and seeing everything, trying to find that one really cool gift or that one really cool toy. It was neat. I mean, Legends were plentiful and mostly reasonably priced. There was some stuff like the HasLab Galactus that was still going for like $500, and the All Striker for the G.I. Joe vintage line. Yeah. There's all sorts of different things going on here. Spaceships and stuff inside the glass bottles were really cool to see. And this vendor here with the cut acrylic with the lights shining through, really cool little display pieces. So during my time at the expo, I got a chance to talk to one of the coordinators of the event, and that's Mark Ryan, a longtime collector. And it was really cool to get a chance to talk to him and have him kind of go through the history of the expo, how it's grown over time, and how he got some of the vendors to come down specifically for the Four Horsemen. So please enjoy this interview.
This is Mike from Junkion Crafts and Builds, and I'm here with the coordinator, the mastermind behind the Maryland Toy Expo. How you doing?
Good. Mark Ryan. Yeah, I'm one third of the owners of the group.
How long have you been running the expo, or the team?
So we've been running a show since 2018. It was actually called Pasadena Toy Expo, but when we moved here to the fairgrounds, I think 2 or 3 years ago, we changed it to Maryland Toy Expo. Okay. So we've been here at the Maryland State Fairgrounds for going on 3 years now.
So can you give me a kind of a quick overview of what people can expect to see at the expo here today?
Sure. So right now we're in the exhibition hall. We have over 140 10 by 10 booths here. Over in the 4-H is about another 130 10 by 10 booths. You can find anything from toys from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and even more modern than that. Star Wars, G.I. Joes, Thundercats. We got Funkos, we got Bionic 6. I mean, we got everything you can think of. Migos. We even have toy creators. So we have Four Horsemen Studios, and we have Savage Crucible over in the other room.
I was just going to say though, every year it seems like that I've been here, it's gotten a little bigger, a little bit broader, and you've got some really awesome toy companies coming in. And like you said, this is the first time we have the Four Horsemen Studios here with their Mythic Legion stuff. So how did you get in communication and get the Horsemen down here now?
Well, I've been buying Four Horsemen Studio stuff for a while. A lot of those guys work for Matty Collector, so I collected the He-Man, Master Universe line. And then when they started this company, I've been buying from them for a long time. A lot of them become very good friends. Some of their guys make customs for me because I'm a big customs guy. So just friendly relationship.
So I think the coolest thing I like, and this is like my 3rd or 4th year coming to the expo, is just how chill everything is. Everyone's just really nice. I mean, you have big crowds, which is great to see, but I just want to applaud you for all the tremendous work that goes into making this happen. Great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today. Anytime. And now I'm going to go enjoy some toys.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So besides the Four Horsemen, the other booth I was really excited to see was the Savage Crucible team. Renato, Rob, and Chris. I had a chance to really get down and talk with them throughout the day. I didn't get a chance to interview them a lot because just like the Four Horsemen, their booth was constantly busy. But the cool part was they had a lot of the Wave 1 figures in hand this year. This is not the first time we had Savage Crucible at the Maryland Toy Expo. They were there last November, and they were really still promoting a lot of the first wave. They had a lot of their prototypes on hand for people to look at in anticipation of this first release. So now that we've had Wave 1 come out, it was great to get an opportunity to buy some product from Rob and the company at the expo. So you can see here we have a lot of really cool stuff in regards to the Lumerians, which is Wave 1 of the line. Again, cool stuff, great articulation, a lot of transparency into the good and bad of the figure line, as well as a lot of prototypes for the Wave 2, which now at the time of this recording is open for pre-order on their website, savagecrucible.com. And that wave is anticipated to come out this fall. So again, it was just a real fun time looking through the product here, what we can see within Wave 2 and Wave 3. A lot of the information, about potential new stuff coming through this line with different IPs. Another cool item we had here based off of their latest stream, which was I think the Wednesday or before, but they had the Shadow Slates, which was kind of like a supplement to the original slates for Wave 1, because those were so inexpensive and they sold out really, really fast. So they brought the Shadow Slates in, and those were first available there at the expo. So I did pick up my my Shadow Slate, and I did do a video about that, which is linked up here as well. So I got to thank Rob, Renato, and Chris for this amazing opportunity to sit and talk to them, pick their brains about things like IP usage and purchasing, and just the excitement and passion these guys had for the line. So that's kind of everything I have for the walkthrough that I did at the Maryland Toy Expo on last month. I had a great time there. It went by really fast. And again, it was great not only just to see all the toys, and also the special booths, like the Four Horsemen and Savage Crucible, but it was also a chance to meet up with some friends that I met at ZoloCon, and also some new friends like Roll Keeper. I got a chance to meet with you. We didn't get a chance to spend enough time. Hopefully we can catch up here at some other conventions. It was a great opportunity. The cool part is that the Toy Expo will be coming back later this fall. It's going to be a packed convention season from basically October through December. But yeah, thanks for watching everything, everyone. If you like this type of stuff where I kind of talk through some of the conventions and the walkthroughs I do, please let me know. As always, I love getting comments and interacting with viewers. And again, if you like this content, let me know, like, share, and subscribe. And we'll talk again soon. Thanks. Bye.